When everything is falling apart, how do some people rise while others collapse? Today, I'll show you exactly how to thrive under pressure while everyone else crumbles. Think about this. Pressure has broken champions, crushed businesses, and destroyed lives. But the strongest? They don't just survive, they dominate. The question is, how? This isn't your typical stay positive advice. I'm revealing a battle-tested mindset used by elite performers, Navy SEALs, and world-class leaders to not just handle pressure, but turn it into fuel. Pressure is inevitable. Whether it's exams, business, relationships, or life's unexpected punches, you'll be tested. And in those moments, you have two choices: break or breakthrough. This video will give you a bulletproof strategy, psychological weapons, to thrive under extreme stress. You'll learn the mind shifts of the world's toughest people, the hidden science behind mental toughness, how to flip pressure into power instantly. By the end, you won't just handle pressure, you'll welcome it. Let me take you back to 1967, Vietnam War. A soldier named Admiral James Stockdale is shot down, captured, and thrown into a brutal prisoner of war camp for 7 years. Beaten, tortured, no hope of escape. Most prisoners broke down, lost their minds, gave up, but not Stockdale. He survived because of a single, powerful mental strategy, the Stockdale paradox. He combined two seemingly opposite beliefs. One, unshakable faith. He knew he'd win in the end. Two, brutal honesty. He never lied to himself about how tough things were. This is the key. Face reality, but never lose faith in your victory. Now, let's break down exactly how to apply this mindset when pressure hits your life. I wasn't always good under pressure. I used to crack, overthink, freeze, doubt myself. But then I studied the greatest minds in history. Navy SEALs, top athletes, CEOs. And everything changed. The truth? Pressure doesn't destroy you. It reveals you. If you prepare for it, you'll become unstoppable. Here's how. The 3 laws of thriving under pressure. 1. Control the controllable, the Stoic Rule. Mastering the art of focus. Most people panic when things spiral out of control. Their minds race with what-ifs. What if I fail? What if they don't like me? What if I lose everything? This mental noise wastes energy and paralyzes action. But the elite, they don't waste a second on the uncontrollable. They laser focus on what they can influence. That's why they win. The power of focus under fire. Let's break this down with real-world examples. Navy SEALs under attack. Imagine you're deep in enemy territory. Your team is pinned down, bullets flying. A regular person might think, we're surrounded. We're doomed. Uncontrollable. This is too much. I can't handle this. Uncontrollable. But a SEAL's mind works differently. They instantly shift to, where's the nearest cover? Who's got eyes on the enemy? How do we reposition for a counterattack? They control what they can, their movement, their firepower, their next decision. And that's how they survive. Michael Jordan's unbreakable mindset. During the 1992 NBA Finals, the Chicago Bulls were trailing badly in Game 1. Most players would start doubting. Not Jordan. He didn't dwell on missed shots. He didn't complain about bad referee calls. He asked himself one question. What's my next best move? Then he adjusted. Tighter defense. Sharper passes. More aggressive drives. By the end of the game, he dropped 39 points and led the Bulls to a comeback victory. This is the key. Your past mistake is uncontrollable. Your next move is 100% in your hands. How to apply this in your life? Whenever life throws chaos at you, reset your mind using this 3-step focus method. Step 1. Separate the noise from the action. Ask yourself, what's out of my control, and what can I influence? Example. Out of control, the economy, the weather, other people's opinions. In control, your effort, your reaction, your preparation. Step 2. Build a next move habit. Every time you face pressure, train your brain to focus on action. Ask, what's my next best move? Just one. What can I do right now? Smallest step. Step 3. Move. Instantly. Action kills overthinking. The faster you shift from reaction, solution, the stronger you become. Pressure doesn't create weakness. It exposes it. But if you train yourself to control the controllable, you'll stay calm while others fall apart. Master this rule, and you'll dominate under any pressure. Period. 2. Train for chaos. The Stress Inoculation Effect. Rewiring your brain for pressure. Most people avoid stress. They think, I'll deal with it when the time comes. But when pressure hits, they collapse. Why? Because they never trained for it. Champions don't wait for pressure to happen. They seek it out every single day. The secret? Controlled stress exposure. The same way vaccines expose your body to a weakened virus so you can build immunity, you must expose your mind to controlled pressure so you can handle the real thing. How the elite train for chaos. Kobe Bryant's dark work philosophy. Kobe didn't just practice when it was easy. He simulated high-pressure situations daily. He would practice game-winning shots with exhausted legs so that in the final seconds of a real game, his body was already prepared. He'd trash-talk himself in the mirror so he could handle pressure from fans and opponents. He practiced free throws with blaring crowd noise so that in a real stadium, his mind was bulletproof. That's why when the clock was running down, he was unshakable, because he had already lived that moment 1,000 times in training. NASA's astronaut stress training. NASA doesn't just send astronauts into space and hope they adapt. They train them to thrive in extreme pressure. They simulate spacecraft failures so astronauts can respond without panic. They put them in underwater training to mimic the disorientation of zero gravity. They make them function on sleep deprivation so their minds learn to stay sharp under exhaustion. By the time they face real danger in space, they've already conquered it in training. Now, here's how you can apply this same principle to your life. How to train your mind for pressure. Public speaking anxiety. Start with 5 people, then 50, then 500. Film yourself talking and analyze what needs work. Speak in front of friends and welcome discomfort. This rewires your brain to stay calm. Struggle with deadlines? Set tighter ones on purpose. If you have a week, finish it in 3 days. Train your brain to thrive under urgency. When the real deadline comes, it will feel easy. Tough conversations make you freeze. Have more of them. Instead of avoiding conflict, practice speaking your mind. Role-play difficult conversations with a friend, so when it's real, you're already prepared. Want a mental edge in everything? Take cold showers to train your body to stay calm under shock. Fast for a day to teach your mind discipline under discomfort. Push yourself one step further in workouts so your mind adapts to discomfort. The hard truth: you don't rise to the occasion. You fall to your training. Most people believe they'll suddenly become strong under pressure. They won't. When stress hits, you will default to the level of training you've done. Train for pressure? You stay calm. Never trained. You collapse. So here's the challenge. Find one controlled stressor today and embrace it. Because pressure doesn't break you. It prepares you. 3. Reframe pressure as power. The Hormone Hack. Flip fear into fuel. Ever felt your heart race before a big moment? Sweaty palms, rapid breathing, adrenaline surging? Most people label this as fear, but here's the truth. Your body doesn't know the difference between fear and excitement. It's the same chemical reaction. The only difference? What do you call it? This is the ultimate mental hack that separates champions from the average. The science. Why pressure feels like fear. When you feel stressed, your body releases adrenaline and cortisol, the same hormones triggered in life-threatening situations. Your heart rate spikes, your mind sharpens, your energy surges. This reaction evolved for survival. But in modern life, your brain still treats public speaking, exams, or high-stakes decisions like facing a predator. But here's the trick. You can reframe this response. Instead of thinking, "Oh no, I'm panicking," say, "My body is getting ready to perform at its peak." Elite performers use this hack to turn pressure into power. The mental shift of champions. Serena Williams and I love this trick. Before a Grand Slam final, most players tense up under pressure. But Serena? She smiles. Why? Because she tells herself, "I love this. This is why I train." She welcomes the pressure, flips fear into excitement, and performs at her best. Chris Hemsworth's pre-performance hack. Before stepping on set or a live talk show, Chris Hemsworth doesn't say, "I hope I don't mess up." He says, "I can't wait for this." By labeling the feeling as excitement, he keeps his mind sharp and his body relaxed. How to instantly flip fear into power. Step 1. Change the words you use. Instead of I'm nervous, say I'm excited. Instead of this is too much, say this is my moment. Step 2. Use the power pose. Stand tall, chest open, arms wide. This triggers testosterone, the dominance hormone, and lowers stress. Step 3. Breathe like a warrior. Inhale 4 seconds, hold 4 seconds, exhale 6 seconds. This signals to your brain, I am in control. Step 4. Lean into the pressure. Pressure means you're in the arena, playing at a high level. The strongest warriors don't run from pressure. They seek it. Pressure is a privilege. Pressure isn't your enemy. It's proof you're doing something that matters. Your challenge. The next time you feel pressure, smile. Welcome it. Say, I was built for this. Because the best don't fear pressure. They thrive in it. The 3-second reset. Here's the fastest way to reset under pressure. Step 1. Breathe in 3 seconds. Hold 3 seconds. Breathe out 6 seconds. Step 2. Say, I've got this. Step 3. Move. Action kills overthinking. Do this, and you'll be calm while others collapse. Pressure is a privilege. It means you're doing something that matters. But surviving isn't enough. You must thrive. 1. Control what you can. Let go of the rest. 2. Train for pressure before it arrives. 3. Flip fear into excitement. Now, here's your challenge. Find one pressure-filled situation a day and dominate it. Post your experience in the comments. I'll personally respond. Remember, pressure doesn't break legends. It makes them. Now go thrive.